Thank you for joining me today. I am doing a New Year's look and I am so excited because not just for the makeup, but we are going into a new year. So I'm always excited because I want to set goals. Some I make, some I don't. But I go in thinking I'm gonna make all of them. And I have that attitude, so I feel like that's what matters. Like if most of my goals are made, like I'm not gonna stress myself over the ones that I didn't make. So I'm going to this new year. I have goals written down and I will complete all, if not most of them. So I'm excited and I hope that it's the same for you. And if you'd like to know how I got this glittery, smoky-ish look, just stay tuned. Alright, well if you see I have the color corrector on and if you don't know what this is, I have a video explaining it and I will link it below. But I usually start off with my eyebrows. And to do that, I have this bhcosmetics, the lightest one in the middle. Do my eyebrows. And I used to do my eyebrows really dark. And even in my last video, they were a little darker than they are today. But as of lately, I've just been sticking to the lighter. And after that, I use this LA Girl Pro Concealer, and it's in the color Cool Tan, just to even out my eyes. So just use it up here. So to set that, I use my M.A.C Mineralize foundation. It's in loose. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the contour kit. It's in the color Tan to Deep. And I take this orange right here. I know it's orange, it's weird, but just stay with me. So I take that orange and that fluffy brush, and this is a bhcosmetics brush. I have so many like different types of brushes. So I take this one, and it's kind of like that. I don't have the name for it. These brushes don't really have names, which is annoying, but so this is a transition color so that your eyeshadow has like a gradient. Can't even speak today. A gradient effect, like it goes from like light to dark. So after that one, I take this Elizabeth Arden brush, and it doesn't have a name either. I'm sorry. Most of my brushes don't have like numbers or names. You can just look at the shape and try to guess like what it looks like. Sorry, that's not very descriptive. But and I kind of go in a little lower with a little heavier hand. So I go right here. Oh, and that is with this color right here. And take that same brush that you just used and blend that up. And I take another bhcosmetics, an even pointier brush. You see that right there? And I go into that crease even deeper. I take a little Fix Plus. I barely have any, honestly. I spray a little in my hand. That's a little too much, actually. I mix it in with that Fix Plus. You can see it creates kind of like a paste, creamy paste. And glitter can get really messy. You can see it already like all over my face. So that's when I take a napkin. You can do it however you want. You can get as fancy or not fancy, however you want. So I take this and I take this. This is an NYX gold glitter, and I pour it into the cap they came in. And here comes one of my favorite parts, which is eyeliner, which just like requires all the concentration that I possibly have in my body. So I use this right here, and it's one of my favorite ones, and it's really cheap. Again, it's Wet n Wild. And again, with makeup, you don't necessarily have to have expensive products. You just kind of need to know how to use them. So this is the Wet n Wild, and it's the Mega Liner, and it's black. Look at this visitor that came to visit, you guys. I was eating everything that was put in front of me during this holiday. And how you get a more sharp line is not going all the way. So you see how I start like I take this black right here, which is in the BH Cosmetics, the After Hours. I'll blend that out with the brown. And what I have before this orange stuff is a color corrector, and it's the M.A.C Prep+Prime, and it's a peach luster. And it looks like this. And cap is like this. So that's what I put, and I usually put this on before anything just so I can give it time to dry. Because if it doesn't dry, it kind of it spreads everywhere. And it kind of gives you an orangey look. But once it dries, oh, it works for you. This is the Cover FX, and it's in the color G70. And I usually take my fingers. I find that they're the best way to blend. And I take this stamped fake beauty blender and I start blending out the sides. I use this, which is the Mineralize foundation in loose. And I take this Real Techniques brush and I dab it, tap it, yes, tap, whatever, tap. Oh, forget it, I'm just being lame right now. Alright, and after that, I take this same concealer. And I use this brush that I use the concealer with. And I kind of use this to make this sharp line. I put it on the cap. Caps are way more useful than you would think. So I'll put it on the cap. Summer Blend brush. It's just a powder brush. I'll go with the same Anastasia contouring kit. And I use the same one that I used earlier for my lid, and it's this coloring. And the blush that I'm going to use is this orangey color, and it's by Artistry, I think. This is the color that I'll be using to line my lips. This is the Lancome Color Design. It's Natural Beauty, and it's a nudish color. So I went and did my hair and put on some earrings, just so you guys can get like the full and finished look. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm still new to this YouTube, so if I was off focus at some point or you guys didn't understand something I said, I'm still learning. It is way different doing your makeup like in front of a mirror and filming it. So I'm still a work in progress, but I'm sure at some point I'll get it together. So I'm still polishing this gold, and I hope you continue to do so too.